Hey there, this is the Beard Out Podcast, where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. And we're coming at you completely pre-recorded from a split-level cave 20 miles below the surface of the earth. And we are proud to be a member of the OddPods Media Network. So, let's just get on with this stupid show.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Richie.
And I'm Little Matt.
And here at the 500 Section Lounge, we have a few requirements.
First, you've got to be able to talk about anything at all.
Secondly, you need to be able to laugh, play games, and talk to some very interesting people.
From sports radio personalities to reality television contest finalists and everything in between, we talk to them all.
Yeah, it's all right here in the lounge.
So be on the lookout for what we do next.
And always be there to
grab a listen.
Going. Here it is.
Well, hey, how are you doing? Have a seat. Have a drink. Boy, I can glad to see ya. What can you say? Where's Lala?
It never gets old for me hearing my niece Cecilia at the beginning of every single episode of the Beard Out Podcast. And I think we're going to have to update that little soundbite from her at some point soon because she is way more articulate now than she was when she did that. She gets her R's down really, really good and her T's a lot better than she did then. But I digress completely because I need to welcome everybody to a very special episode of the Beard Out Podcast. It's a podcast where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. And I am joined today, but like I said, it's a very special episode. So my brother's not here because he's not very special. So I have Michael from Michael's Record Collection. And see, we're just casual. I don't even do last names on this show. You can say it if you want, but I'm not because we're cool like that. But we're going to talk about Dare to Be Stupid and rank the tracks. And he's dying to crack that beer, so please crack it. There we go. See, now we're officially started. So, Michael, first of all, how are you? And, how are you first?
I am great. It's great to be here. I'm happy to talk to you about Weird Al Yankovic, and we're going to be talking about my favorite Weird Al album today, and my favorite Weird Al song is on it. So everything's good. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's a very difficult question. I love people that have favorite Weird Al albums. I don't. I feel like it would be like choosing a favorite child if I were to try and do something like that. But yeah, so like I said, we're talking Dare to Be Stupid, which is Michael's favorite. I love it. It has definitely some of my favorite Weird Al tracks on it. And we are going to be following Michael's list and going from the bottom to the top, least favorite to most favorite tracks on this album, and see where our individual, personal, completely subjective rankings line up against each other. But before we do that, we have beers.
Yes.
And since you are my guest, I will let you talk about your beers. And you know what? Talk about your beer and also talk about your podcast and all the stuff that you do.
Okay. Well, I wanted to have something that was cool and refreshing and light from the state of California, just like Weird Al. So I got this Anderson Valley Tropical Hazy Sour Ale. I hope it's good. I haven't tried it yet. With passion fruit, guava, and coriander. Sounds amazing.
That sounds fabulous. I love a good tropical beer and I love a good tropical sour. And is that that's not the color I was expecting it to be. I was expecting that to have, I think it's the guava what's making it still look like a beer color. But with passion fruit beers, a lot of times they have that, that red hue about them.
Yeah, it's really good. It's very light, it's very crisp, and it's not overly sour. Some sours can be really over the top. So it's very good. I'm enjoying it. It's the kind of beer you could probably drink about 9 or 10 of them before you start to feel it.
Okay. See, that's what sours are good for that. Now, see, The beer I have is the complete opposite of the beer that you have. Because I have an IPA. It's a hazy imperial IPA from New Belgium in Colorado. And it's 9.5%. So you can have like one of these before you start to feel it.
Yeah.
But it is called Juice Force IPA. It's the Voodoo Ranger Juice Force. And I clearly decided to pair this with Dare to Be Stupid because Dare to Be Stupid has Yoda on it. And I used the Force. So
Oh, that's good. That's a good tie-in.
that was my logic. And also, and I had a moment in the store when I was trying to decide which beer to get for this episode. Because New Belgium, this Voodoo Ranger series, they have a lot of different ones, and I've had them. There was also one called Voodoo Ranger 1985.
Ooh,
Which
right.
is
That's the
year
right
this
year.
album came out. But then I was like, oh, I'd had them both before, and I like the Juice Force a little bit better than the 1985. So I decided if I have to buy a 6-pack, I'm going to use the Force.
Yeah.
Versus tying it into the year. So
YODA Yoda.
YODA Yoda. So why don't you talk about your show a little bit and all the stuff you do?
All right. Well, it's called Michael's Record Collection. It's actually a podcast, a video channel, and a newsletter. It's kind of, some people like to read, some people like to do the deep dives on YouTube, some people like to listen in their car or while they exercise. So I try to spread it out and give all the audiences something that they can enjoy. So no matter how you like to consume media, there's an opportunity to enjoy Michael's Record Collection. And basically, it's about music I love. It's about spreading the word about, a great album, a great band, a great song. Sometimes there's rankings. Sometimes there's, top 5s or top 10s and listicle type things. But usually I'll have a guest on. Usually I'll have a musician and we'll talk about either an album that's having an anniversary maybe, or one that's just particularly personally meaningful for me, or that's just coming out. So there's a lot of different things. There's not just like one formula to the show. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. You can go to michaelsrecordcollection.com and that will take you links to everywhere. The newsletter and everything.
Awesome.
YouTube.
Yeah. See, it's great having a website where you can be like, just go here and it'll send you everywhere else. Right.
Yeah.
And I will put the link in the show notes to this episode also. So people, if you don't feel like typing, just like open your podcast player and then click the hyperlink because it will be there for you to do that. You're welcome. I'm a good host in that regard. But anyway, let's dive into ranking Dare to Be Stupid. As
Yes.
I believe we've alluded to at some point on this, Dare to Be Stupid released in 1985. So it is Weird Al's 3rd album. And yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. So we're going to start with your number 11 and work your way up, and we're just going to see how our rankings line up. So Michael, what is your least favorite track on Dare to Be Stupid?
Okay, well, for number 11, I have the cover of the George of the Jungle theme song. I could live without this one on the record. It's fine. I don't skip it. But I don't go out of my way to look for it. It just seems like a straight cover to the cartoon, and I guess it was used in the movie, the Brendan Fraser movie.
Yeah. Well, we're 1 for 1 right now because I too have the George of the Jungle cover at my number 11 as well for very similar reasons. I don't understand why it's there. And I'm trying to think, in the rest of Weird Al's oeuvre, there are not any other straight up covers on his albums. Everything else he either wrote, is it an original, or something that he parodied, so wrote original lyrics to. This is now listeners can correct me if I'm wrong, but as the highest scorer ever in Weird Al Jeopardy, I think maybe I know this, but people might think I'm wrong. I think this is the only cover. So yeah, I get it being number 11 completely.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against you in Weird Al trivia. I wouldn't put money against you being right. But yeah, George of the Jungle it's fine. But the other thing too is on the the record and the tape, it also it kicks off its side, which is it's not great.
Yeah, no. Oh God. And I have a lot of thoughts about the sides of this album too. And we'll get there as we go through it. But I think I'm gonna show my hand just a little bit because I think the front half of this album is stacked. I don't think side B is anywhere near as good as side A is.
Yeah, I agree.
So
It runs out of steam, and if you have it on CD like me, or if you're listening to it in a playlist, you notice that the songs up front are just so strong, and then the songs in the back half there's still some good stuff there, but it's a little bit less consistent.
yeah. I mean, as much as I love Dare to Be Stupid, the album, it's super front heavy. I could probably leave most of side B, which again is definitely tipping my hand to the way I've ranked things. So we can just bounce right along because I have a feeling as we get higher up the list, we'll want to talk more about the tracks because we like them more.
Okay.
So what is your number 10?
My number 10 is This Is the Life. This was a song commissioned for the film Johnny Dangerously, which, by the way, is hilarious. I think one of the good things about this song, though, is, and this isn't always the case with Weird Al listeners, they don't necessarily always think of the music in terms of how you would think of it if you were like listening to a Def Leppard or if you're listening to the Beatles or something in terms of musicianship. But I think the drumming by John Bermuda Schwartz is fantastic in this song. It's a cute little song and it's perfect for the movie, but ultimately it's not what I'm looking for out of Weird Al. The mock tap dance in the middle is a little bit annoying too, but it's fine, but it's my number 10.
Okay. See, we're starting to differ here a little bit because I
Okay.
have This Is the Life at number 6.
Okay.
Mostly because I could give or take the tap dancing. I love the guitar solo in the middle,
Mhm.
and I love the what up. You're dead for a real long time. You just can't prevent it. So if money can't buy happiness, I guess I'll have to rent it. I love that little bit. And I love that it was actually, used in a movie. And this was a couple of months ago. Do you remember the mockumentary, The Complete Al, that came out in like 1985?
Yes, I do remember it.
Okay.
Vaguely.
Yeah. I watched it a couple of months ago and like live tweeted watching it, and I remember standing up when they got to the video bit with This Is the Life. Because it was talking about Weird Al being super famous and stuff. And
Mhm.
that kind of cemented this song as, something that I genuinely enjoy. Because John and I did an episode about this song not too long ago. And number one, we determined that a solid gold Cadillac, could not actually function because it would be entirely too heavy.
Yeah.
And eating filet mignon 7 times a day in conjunction with hiring somebody to chew your food paints a really interesting mental picture.
Yeah, interesting is a good word for it.
So, yeah, I just get a kick out of This Is the Life. And I'm also a sucker for a Weird Al original versus a parody, by and large. So I think that's why I have it ranked a bit higher than you do also.
Yeah, I do like it. And I do like that line you talked about, you're dead for a long time. It's like,
you just can't prevent it.
Yeah, it's not something that you think about, but yeah, pretty much most of the history of the world you are not going to be alive for.
Yeah, but okay, we can get deep for just a second here.
Yes, let's get deep.
Like, post-life, yeah, you're dead. Okay, but in the grand scheme of the history of the universe, like, what are you pre-life? Whoa.
Oh, I think I'm going to need something stronger than beer.
That's why I'm drinking a 9.5% beer from Colorado. No.
Yeah. Colorado, where things are legal.
Things are legal in Colorado that are not legal everywhere else. But you know what? Let's move on to your number 9.
All right. My number 9 is Cable TV, a style parody aping the Elton John Hercules song. It kind of takes me back to when cable TV was a novelty. I remember that we didn't get it in our area until most of the people I knew had cable TV, and we couldn't wait to get it. And then you get it, and you find out that most of the stuff on cable TV, especially then, was just worthless junk. And I love his idea of a racquetball channel. Do people still play racquetball?
I would think so. Somebody must. Somebody has to play racquetball. Commenters, if any of you listening to this show play racquetball or know someone who does, please leave a comment below.
Yeah. I don't know if it's been replaced by pickleball.
I was going to mention pickleball. Yeah, I don't understand a lot of. I was going to say I don't understand a lot of these balls, but nobody wants to hear me say that. But like racquetball, pickleball, like there's just so much. I don't know. I do know people that play pickleball. I don't know people that play racquetball. So maybe that is saying something about the evolution of the ball games. Who knows? And what do I have? I have cable TV at 7.
Okay.
Probably primarily for the line. They're just jealous because I've seen Porky's 27 times this week.
Love it. Love that one. Love that line. You keep picking out my favorite lines from these songs.
I mean, that line is brilliant. First of all, it has the Weird Al 27, the patented, number 27. And it plays into exactly what you just said, that a lot of what's on cable TV is pretty much not worth watching.
Yeah. Although I will cop to actually having liked Porky's back in the day. I don't know if it holds up. I haven't seen it in well over probably almost 20 years.
It does not. And I am saying this. I'm saying this as a woman. Okay. So, you know what? I'm probably a little less lenient about things like Porky's holding up than I would be otherwise. But
Yeah.
I am saying this as a woman that appreciates like boy jokes. So no, Porky's does not hold up, and I would not want to watch it one time in a week, let alone 27. I would not be jealous of anybody that did.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. And I know another one that's pretty sketchy in how it holds up is Revenge of the Nerds. There's a little bit of grossness in there that it wouldn't hold up today. It wouldn't be in a movie that if it was made today.
No, there's a lot of bit of grossness in movies of that ilk and from this time period that you would probably conceivably watch on cable TV then that just big time nope. And actually, have you watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've seen some episodes. I'm not like a junkie for it like some of my friends are. Okay,
you don't have to be an aficionado, but you understand them. And there was an episode where they went to a ski resort, and the ski resort, it was the whole entire episode was very much modeled off of like an 80s like teen movie.
Okay.
But everybody's like old, so they were like the people in the 80s doing the stuff. And so now this is like virtually present day. This is like a later episode of this show where, they're like, yeah, no, we're going to drill a hole. We're going to look in the women's locker room. And they're like people in their like late 40s trying to do this. And I'm like, it's a commentary on the fact that this doesn't hold up. And like, so they're like, you can't do that anymore. Like you shouldn't have done that then, but like really can't do that now.
Yeah. Yeah. And not just that stuff. It's Lewis, I think his name was in the movie, the Robert Carradine character, pretending to be someone else and not revealing his face. And yeah, that's illegal what he did.
Yeah.
He is a sex offender.
He is 100%. But you know who is not? And Weird Al. He's one of the few male celebrities that we can like always count on. So number 8. What's your number 8 track on Dare to Be Stupid?
All right. Well, I'm afraid that my number 8 is going to get me in trouble with you because I've heard your show before and I know you love the polkas. I know you love them, but I'm going to go hooked on polkas here. I'm not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, I rank it 8th. Look, Weird Al is going to Weird Al, and he always finds the exact right way to shoehorn those popular songs into his polka medleys. And I love the way that he knits these disparate songs together like they belong that way. Plus, he always knows where to throw in those little flourishes like a hey or a no,
Oh,
and
those are the best.
or some weird sound effect that he's come up with. And the vocal effect that he uses on the reflex bit just cracks me up. And I also think Steve J's banjo shreds on the Footloose part after the tempo speeds up. So I do like it. And those are the things that I like about it. But I have it ranked low. I think you're going to be much higher on this one.
I actually have it at number 8 also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I'm coming in with a surprise.
Yeah.
No, I have my reasons for this. And I believe I have mentioned this on the show before, but this polka, by no fault of its own, I have a problem with because of where it is on the album. I am a firm believer that the polka should be somewhere in the middle. And the fact that this closes the album robs you of that grand finale Weird Al album song that closes it out in a really super weird way versus with, oh, here's just another polka. And this is a great polka standalone. This is not where or how or why it should be on this album. And I think, again, talking about how the front half of this album is so much better than the second half. I think part of that has to do with where the polka is. If he'd kicked off this half, I'm going to make it better. I'm going to make it all better. So if y'all want to make a playlist, keep Dare to Be Stupid exactly the way it is, except put Hooked on Polkas where George of the Jungle is, put George of the Jungle right after Hooked on Polkas, bump everything down, and then close with Slime Creatures from Outer Space. You have the perfect Weird Al album.
I think that sequencing would work much better. I agree.
So, Weird Al, where's my check, bro?
Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Because that would have been better. And far be it for me to correct my hero. But yeah. But this is a great polka though. I mean, top coat, top hat. I don't wear it because my wallet's fat. He does such a great job with it. Can we talk for a brief moment about the 99 Luftballons bit in this polka?
Yes, we can, because it is, German polka kind of goes together. It goes together really well, and it goes together a little scarily well.
Yeah. 99 Luftballons. The thing I love about the polkas is how he's it all feels connected and cohesive, but he changes the vibes so quick. And you're like, oh, this is still polka, but this is that different polka vibe from what I was getting before. So great. So great.
Yeah, he does it. He does it up, man. He changes a little bit of the style. Maybe, I don't know polka that well, but I'm guessing that there are eras of polka just like any other style of music. And I think he swaps between one style and another really well. He knows exactly which song to put in which one. And he knows what note to hit and instantly turn, make a left turn and go into another song.
For sure. He's definitely a student of his instrument and of his craft. And so he understood right from the jump how to put a polka together. This is just the second polka.
Wow.
Because we didn't get a polka on the first album. And then there was polkas on 45 on In 3D. And so this is only the second polka that he ever did. And then the album right after this is called Polka Party. So it's all a polka at that point. But he always got how to make it work. And I think that's super impressive. For 1985, Al was 26, 27. He was not, he was a young guy. And I'm just going to play polka. Super cool. Yeah. Super cool. Number 7.
All right. Number 7. I wanted to like this one a little more than I ended up liking it, but it is Girls Just Want to Have Lunch. This one, I mean, it came out pretty good, but he makes no effort to sound anything like Cyndi Lauper because he knows he probably couldn't come close to emulating her. But also, I wonder if he sang it that way as a bit of a protest because his label Scotty Brothers insisted that he put a Cyndi Lauper parody on the album, and maybe it wasn't his idea. So this is kind of maybe his way of protesting the directive from the record company, maybe that. And there's a lot of burping and farting noises throughout the song.
Yeah. I dislike this song greatly. This is actually my number 10. And
Okay.
the only reason it's not 11 is because George of the Jungle exists. But yeah, for a lot of the same reasons that you said, he doesn't sound into it. It sounds like the kind of thing that somebody said, what about girls just want to have lunch? And he just kind of did it. And his voice, girls just want to have lunch. Like, I get him not making an effort to sound like Cyndi Lauper because he can't, but Like a Surgeon exists on this album.
It does.
Okay? And he wasn't making an effort to sound like Madonna either, but he sounds good on that one.
Yeah, he does.
So, yeah, I mean, and frankly, as a girl, I want more than lunch.
Okay.
So I disagree with the thesis.
They don't just want to have lunch, then, is what you're telling me.
That is what I'm telling you. Girls want more than lunch. I mean, we do want dinner and breakfast and brunch.
Mm-hmm.
I like all of the meals. So I'm just saying, girls do not just want to have lunch. Like, do we want lunch? Absolutely. Just lunch? No.
Yeah. So it's starting from a logical fallacy. Just the starting point for this is just not right.
Exactly. Like, no, like it's a logical fallacy right from the beginning, exactly like you said. And it doesn't feel like, this song doesn't feel like it has the thought and care that Al generally puts into the stuff that he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they made him do it.
And so then I guess he had to do it.
Yeah. It's like what you always say. It's like, well, I might have to do it, but I don't have to like it.
Right. And talking about Al's oeuvre, like his whole career, like he jumped in pretty quickly from Dare to Be Stupid into Polka Party. And in general Weird Al circles, people are like, Polka Party felt like a really rushed record, like he didn't want to do it, and there's a lot of stuff on there that is not the greatest, and blah 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 blah. I'm kind of a Polka Party like apologist. Like I am here for Polka Party because it has some really really great stuff on it. But the reason I'm bringing Polka Party up is because I feel like Girls Just Want to Have Lunch has that. If people are like, no, Al just did Polka Party because they made him put an album out really quickly, Girls Just Want to Have Lunch has that quote unquote Polka Party vibe. Like, he didn't want it. He didn't want it.
Yeah. So is Polka Party Weird Al's Chinese Democracy?
No. I wouldn't say that. I would say it was a commercial disappointment to him, to the point where he didn't put out whereas he had been putting an album out basically like every year up to that point, because we had 84, 85, 86. He didn't put out another album until even worse in 88. So he took a little extra time and then came back with Fat and stuff. But then even after that, oh boy, here he goes. But then even after that, he took time again. He took like 3 years before coming back with Off the Deep End. Oh, I mean, well, no, but we had the UHF soundtrack, which I don't really count as like an album. But anyway, what I'm getting at is Polka Party was a commercial disappointment that like Al kind of went like, has this run its course? Like, am I done here? Like, is this the end of what this all is? And then of course Michael Jackson gave him the set for the bad video to film Fat on, and said, no, take another one of my songs please. And then like Weird Al like had this whole other thing happen. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah, well, it's Fat is another one. I wonder if that would have gotten made today. I wonder if that song gets made nowadays.
personally would argue that it does. And I will tell you why. Because it's not poking fun at fat people. It's somebody being really proud of the fact that he is fat. Like, it's fat, like, don't you call me pudgy, portly, or stout. Let me tell you once again who's fat. Like,
Yeah.
it's owning it.
I agree with you, but I think we live in a time where it's like, who's this skinny person to tell heavy people, how they feel and that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the same when, let's say, a straight actor gets cast in in a gay role, and then it's like, well, why didn't they just give that role to a gay person?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think the only difference then would have been Al could have written and sung the song. Maybe they would have gotten an actual fat person to play the part in the video, but he had actual fat people dancing.
Yeah, in the video.
So, I mean, Al's all about acceptance.
Ding dong, yo.
Yo, ding dong, ding dong. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing.
You ain't
nothing.
Yeah, he's. I live for Weird Al's acting.
It's so It's so brilliant. Well, we're gonna get a little bit more of that. We've got the movie coming up.
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Are you buying what you're seeing from the pictures of Daniel Radcliffe?
100%.
Yeah.
Simply because I feel like this is going to have, this is the logical successor to the Complete Al mockumentary.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the mock biopic. It's going to be the spiritual successor to that, in that, like, none of it, there will be some truths, but there will be lots of untruths and lots of, like, gags and stuff about it. And I love the fact that Daniel Radcliffe is playing Weird Al Yankovic. I think that, Weird Al was 100% here for it, and he endorsed it. He was there. He did the whole thing. He taught Daniel Radcliffe how to play the accordion so that he looked like he knew what he was doing in the film, and he gave him an accordion to keep afterwards. So the fact that Weird Al is like all in on this makes me all in on this.
Okay, fair enough. I want to see this in action, but because the stills always make me think that's Harry Potter dressed like Weird Al.
Well, the trailer is out.
I will take a look at it.
So you'll have to take a look at the trailer because, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I have to say about that. It's very good. So, what number are we even on for you? Are we on 6?
Yes, we just did. My 7 was Girls Just Want to Have Lunch. You said that was your 10?
That was my 10. Yes.
Okay.
So your number 6.
My number 6 is, and these are all songs that I love from here on out, that I love wholeheartedly, unreservedly. But my number 6 is Slime Creatures from Outer Space, the stylistic parody of Thomas Dolby's Hyperactive, and at the same time a send-up of his 50s sci-fi soundtrack sound effects. Steve J plays the theremin, which makes those cool sort of wavy noises.
Woo! I love a good theremin.
Yes, it's great. It's a great song, and it just happens to be placed in the middle of my likes and desires.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I like Slime Creatures from Outer Space quite a bit, and like, seriously, for me, everything from 9 up a lot of it could have been a toss up at any point. The only ones that were like squarely going to be at the bottom for me were Girls Just Want to Have Lunch and George of the Jungle. So the fact that I have Slime Creatures from Outer Space at number 9 is not a knock on Slime Creatures. It is basically saying, when I did this, that is where it happened to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love the whole theremin noise, and I love the they're making a real big mess of this place. Oh, like I just shampooed the rug. Run for your life. Like, I just shampooed the rug. Like, there's aliens coming, and you're I just shampooed the rug. Like, is that your concern?
I think it would be some people's concern if we were invaded. Like, why now? I just cleaned up in here. I don't understand. They couldn't have just come on Tuesday.
I know. They couldn't have come before I spent all this money shampooing the rug. Like, really? Oh, Run for your life. And I like the little slime creatures from outer space.
Yeah, and he does a passable little Thomas Dolby mimicry, I think, in this song at times.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. And I feel like either you're right, the whole like 50s, like B movie, like horror movie vibe to it, that feels very Al to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a very Al thing to do. Like, it makes sense.
I feel like he watches one of those movies every day.
He might. I mean, in between all the viewings of Porky's.
In between the 27 times he's seen that. Exactly.
That's so great. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, I like the slime creatures. I think it's fabulous.
Yeah.
What's your number 5? Because I know we're going to talk more when we get up to the top.
Yeah, we will. But number 5 is Like a Surgeon. I like this song better than Madonna's original Like a Virgin. I love the way he says, "Hey!" It just kills me every time. I love the line about him being a disgrace to the AMA, not because his patients die, but because they die before they can pay. Yep. That is absolutely fantastic. This song charted on the Billboard Hot 100. It reached number 47, and that tells you good song.
It is a good song. And you know what's interesting? This is like music, like theory nerds can correct me a little bit here, but I believe this is like a half step lower than Madonna's.
It could be, yeah.
Like, you can't sing Like a Surgeon to Like a Virgin. I made it through. It's a half step lower, I think. Because the it's a little lower. It's a little lower. But music nerds, tell me how much lower, because I can tell it's lower, but not by how much. But anyway, yes, I have Like a Surgeon at number 2.
Okay.
Because I think this is one of his most brilliant parodies, and I love the fact that this is the only parody that Weird Al has ever done that the idea actually came from another person. This was Madonna's idea. She asked, when is Weird Al going to do Like a Surgeon? And word got to him, and he was like, that's a good idea. So he did it.
How about now? I'll do it now.
He hasn't taken like an actual idea from anybody ever since. And the video is the closest that we get to like sexy Weird Al, like with the writhing around on the gurneys and all this, that, and the other. And I just think it's great that he is doing that with the complete abandon that he does. When
he's selling it.
He is absolutely selling it. And full disclosure, I have karaoke'd this song many times.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how many. Do you know how many times? Because I believe I've seen at least 2 videos of it on Twitter.
Yes. I've actually only done it twice, and it's been videoed both times. And the first time was on my birthday this past October, when my birthday's Halloween weekend, so I was dressed like Weird Al.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
I did Like a Surgeon dressed like Weird Al, and I got on the table. And then the next time I tried to do Like a Surgeon was literally just a couple of weeks ago. And again, when you're in that moment, I'm like, nope, I'm going to lay down on this table now and just do the whole thing.
I remember you doing that. I remember saying she really went for it.
I did. And I just go for it. This song probably, like, historically would not have been this high for me if I didn't have those like moments with it. And I think that's what's neat about looking at the tracks on an album and thinking like, well, how much do I really like this? And like kind of feel like taking the rankings like in flux, because like things change. Your relationship with music changes as you have different experiences. And so Like a Surgeon was not as high for me like a year ago as it is now, because I was like, no, I had a great moment with this song. And now every time I hear it, I think about that moment where I was probably the freest I've ever been as a person in this role.
How do people react to you when you go for it and you're doing a Weird Al parody in public place? Are they into it, or do they go, she's had a little bit too much of that 9.5% alcohol by volume?
Well, number one, I won't do Weird Al music at karaoke if I feel as though I've had too much to drink. I need to respect that music and I need to
Okay.
be like here for it. So number 2, I will preface number 2 by saying I don't care what people think about me when I'm doing Weird Al at karaoke because I
That's
enjoy
terrific.
doing it. But if you pick the right song and you make connection with the people that are in the audience. So like people know like a virgin. So when you do like a surgeon, they're going to have that moment where they're like, what? And if like you make eye contact with them while you're doing it, they're going to appreciate it. Or I've done the polka from Off the Deep End a ton of times, Polka Your Eyes Out, that starts with rock the cradle of love, rock the cradle of love, burn, burn, and the cradle. People love that because it's all like late 80s, early 90s stuff that the people are just like into. Pump up the jam, pump up. And people like, oh, I know that song. I know that song. So you get people going like they can like turn their heads, you know, when they catch a bit of a song that they recognize. And so it's fun. And so it's just a matter of having fun with it. And I feel like if you're going to get up at karaoke and do Weird Al, you can't just stand there and do Weird Al like stoic, like a statue, like nervous people at karaoke. You just have to say like, this is my moment and I'm going to own it and just like give your whole body to it.
Yeah, because when you post those videos, we see you, but we don't really get a good sense of what the reaction is around the bar.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. Like, because for the longest time, I've just had to place my phone on the bar to do it. But yeah, I'll get people to catch crowd reactions at some point to me doing Weird Al. I think the last time I did something, there was some crowd reactions to a Weird Al bit, but yeah, we'll see what the people think about it. I love that. That's for sure. Well, thank you for that, by the way, because I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna put karaoke on the internet. It's fine.
Yeah. It's fun.
What are we on, 5?
That was my 5. Like a Surgeon was my 5.
Okay, so we're on your 4.
We're in our top 4 now, and I'm going to Dagobah for number 4 with Yoda. I am a total Star Wars nerd, so this hits the spot for me. I like it better than The Saga Begins in terms of Al's Star Wars songs. An underrated aspect of this song for me is the guitar work by Jim West. And again, I think that a lot of people just think, oh, it's a cute parody, but they don't realize these are some really good musicians too that are performing this music. And I really like the odd lyric, if you kill him, you'll be unemployed. And he breaks the fourth wall lyrically by going outside of Star Wars and talking about the film series.
Yes, I love that. And you know what? This is the 3rd time we've done this. I have Yoda at number 4 also.
All right.
Look at that. I mean, we have some weird disparate things, but we hit 11, 8, and 4 together
kind of
so far.
Like in each grouping of the album, we have a match.
Yeah, I like that. No, and I have Yoda at number 4 also. I do like it better than The Saga Begins also. And I think it's probably because this feels so raw in like, and I'm gonna make this make sense because Yoda was written way before the Dare to Be Stupid album came out.
Okay.
It was written before Weird Al's first album even came out.
And it does sound like that. It sounds like that raw early Weird Al sound. Yeah.
And the fact that he had the cojones to put a Star Wars song that Star Wars was done.
Yep.
It was 1985. Star Wars was done. And the fact that he was like, you know what? I'm going to put this Star Wars song on this album. The series is over. Like the trilogy is done. It's over. Nobody cares. And this isn't even about the one that came out the most recently. This is about the one that came out before that, and he did it. And the fact that it became such a staple that in every single live show that he does, not only is there Yoda, but there's a whole chant built into the outro of Yoda that like has evolved, and like Weird Al fans know the Yoda chant, and it's this whole thing that he and his band, Jim and Steve, they do, and I mean, they all do it, but it's mostly, Jim and Steve up there with Al doing like weird chicken arm kind of things. But it's amazing. And that's evolved. And it's part of this song. Like, this is so entrenched in Weird Al lore that I feel bad having it number 4. But at the same time, I know what I like. So,
Yeah. I think that just speaks to the strength of this album to have that at 4.
yeah, it speaks to the strength of the front half of the album.
Yeah, for sure.
That's we've made that point.
That's what we're getting at, really.
That's what we're getting at here, really. The front half of Dare to Be Stupid is solid. So,
yeah.
What's your number 3?
Number 3, I Want a New Duck. I didn't know that a duck would steal your beer. That seems wrong. But apparently that is what I've learned from listening to this song. I love the line about him showing him how to get down. And when he says, get it, I love just to highlight the double entendre. And this song is full of double entendres. I really enjoy it a lot. It's as a writer, I love the wordplay, and that makes it a strong song. Plus, I mean, my generation grew up with Huey Lewis in the News, so it was a great little parody. I like it. It's my number 3.
That's wonderful. I think it's a great song. I have I Want a New Duck at number 5. So it's definitely, top for me for sure. It's probably lower than it should be due to an embarrassing moment that I have admitted to on the show more than once, wherein it took me until embarrassingly late in life to get the get down part.
Yeah. Well, I think, he tried to clue you in. He said, get it?
Get it?
It was like trying to make you think about that, but.
And I did not get it. And I like to think I'm a pretty smart person, but I don't know. I was literally driving my car. I was like, oh, I get it.
I do get it.
I do get it.
The answer is yes.
Yes, I do get it. Oh gosh, yeah, it was embarrassingly recent too. But this song is great, and the quack 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 quack,
yeah,
like
that's great.
You can't beat that. And this is one of those songs where this doesn't happen to me all the time, but it does happen to me sometimes where I know all of the words to the Weird Al song, but I don't think I could tell you a single lyric to the Huey Lewis track.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I've heard it. I know it's I Want a New Drug, one that won't make me sick. And that's all I know.
There you go. You have some lyrics. Those are some lyrics from the song.
There are some. And I'm saying this as a person who has seen Huey Lewis in concert. But I think even when I saw him, my brain was like, I want a new duck. A mallard, I think.
I love that part too. That's great. A mallard, I think. It's like, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going for a mallard. I think if I need a new duck, why not just go for a mallard? It's funny that Weird Al's lyrics have pushed Huey's out of your brain.
It's happened to a lot of people. It's happened to the best of them. Weird Al's lyrics have pushed Don McLean's lyrics out of Don McLean's brain.
Oh, it would be something to see Don McLean doing American Pie, and then all of a sudden he's talking about this here Anakin guy.
It has happened.
I would just lose it if I saw that.
Well, it has happened. Don McLean has admitted to that happening. So he's like, my kids love it, and I hear a lot of it, and I've been performing it, and I'm like, oops.
Yeah.
Sorry. Whoopsie. Weird Al.
Who hasn't said a word and then immediately went, that's not the word I was going to say.
Oh, we've all done it. We have absolutely all done it. And I think Don McLean just kind of did that on a much grander scale by forgetting the lyrics to his own song in lieu of Weird Al parody lyrics, which are arguably better. No, I'm not knocking American Pie. I love American Pie. Oh my goodness. Number 2.
We're in our top 2.
What's your number 2? Who does number 2 work for? What's your number 2?
Number 2. For me, the title track, Dare to Be Stupid. I am a huge Devo fan. I grew up a huge Devo fan. And this stylistic parody just really tickles me. Al does such a great job of mimicking the Devo style here, and it ends up just being the lyrically is just sort of a laundry list of doing things you shouldn't do. And I love the line, mashed potatoes can be your friend. And the thing that's great about that is because of all of the potato and Spud references in Devo songs like Smart Patrol, Mr. DNA, and the cover of Oh No, It's Devo, their potatoes are big, big in the Devo lore, and just like 27 is in the Weird Al. And it's because the potato represents the salt of the earth, kind of the worker that gets his hands dirty, and he's it's the potatoes are like sort of the low worker people, I guess, in the Devo evolution of their story.
Oh, the devolution.
Devolution, yes.
Yes.
I love the dated references because I still get them. The dated references to squeezing the Charmin and selling wine before its time, which is I think it was Paul Masson wine commercial. I love those, and I just wonder who still gets those references.
Can I have to do something because I have a brand new toy, and this is the time to do it. Yes. Yes. Do I get those references?
Yes. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So, I actually have Dare to Be. You're talking about the title track now. That's your number 2. Dare to Be Stupid is my number 1.
Wow, good job.
For a lot of what you said, and I also love the spirit of it. And if you can take it a little less specifically and kind of like go broader with like Dare to Be Stupid, it's like, don't be afraid to look dumb. Do the thing. Like do the thing.
It's a great message. Yeah, it is a really great message. This is just go for it, just do it. And yeah, maybe don't do some of the things he says to do in the song, but yeah, you're right. Don't be afraid to look bad in front of other people. Don't worry about your image. Just, be daring. I think it's a great message, and I like this song so much. And the little things throughout this song, the little Devo parts in the song, just like I said, it just tickles me to death. It's so good.
It's so wonderful. Yes. The whole Dare to Be Stupid track is absolutely fabulous. And I love the message. I love the whole Devo. Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo reached out to Weird Al to say, like, how did you get some of those sounds? Because you just Devo'd better than Devo'd. And I'm a little mad about it. If you've seen the Weird Al behind the music, Mark Mothersbaugh was literally like, yeah, we don't know. But he did that, and we couldn't do that. He did it the best. And like, come on, Weird Al's gonna Devo better than Devo.
I don't know why it cracks me up as much as it does, but there's this part, in the fade out where he says, "I can't hear you." Okay, I can hear you now, and it just kills me every time. And it's not hilarious, but I always laugh out loud.
It's great. And if you've ever seen him do the straight version of, and the reason I say the straight version of Dare to Be Stupid, and I will get there in a second, but if you've ever seen him do the straight version of Dare to Be Stupid in concert, he's like, I can't hear you. And he takes the I can't hear you like really over the top, and he does it several times until the crowd is like yelling at the top of their lungs, the absolute top of their lungs. And he's like, okay, I can hear you now, and moves on. Yeah. But the reason I say the straight version is because on the first iteration of the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised Vanity Tour, he did Dare to Be Stupid in the style of the Grateful Dead.
Oh, wow.
Which is 100% on YouTube. People, look it up. It's great. But that version, it's like, I can't hear you. Okay, I can hear you now. And spoilers on the current edition of the unfortunate return of the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised Vanity Tour, he does Dare to Be Stupid in the style of like lounge singers. I saw this and I literally turned my head to my brother and I was like, John, this is a revelation. Because in that moment, it was amazing. He'd taken the song that you know, and it's not like bad lounge singer, it's like really good lounge singer. I was astounded. So anyway, I think I know what your number one is.
Well, by default, yeah, I think you do. I think we need to at least acknowledge how great the Dare to Be Stupid video was.
Oh my God, yes. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah.
Talk about being more Devo than Devo. That was that video was more Devo than Devo, and
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved they get the outfits on, sticking the ice cream cones on their foreheads, and everything in between. And what a great tribute to a band like Devo that is kind of, again, it's kind of a band for nerds. It's not like it wasn't like, everybody liked Whip It, but only really geeky kids like me were into Devo.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that completely. Because I mean, Devo's weird. Everybody did like Whip It, but nobody's listening to I can't get no. I can't get no. Like nobody's doing that. But Weird Al, he does it. So yeah, he's a devotee.
There you go. That's good. I like it.
Thank you.
All right. Number one, my numero uno, and this is my favorite Weird Al song of all time. It is an original. It's an Elvis doo-wop parody song and just lyrically hilarious, very creative. One of my absolute favorite Weird Al song of all time. One More Minute. I love the line, I guess I might seem kind of bitter. I just love guess and might. It's just like really hedging things. I guess I might seem kind of bitter. I can't decide which of the things he would rather do than spend one more minute with her. I can't think of which of them is the worst thing because they're all really bad.
Yeah, no, they are all really bad. This is my number 3. And until I had my like a surgeon moment, this would have been my number 2. So I get all of that. Yeah, this song is great. And for the longest time, this was the song that Weird Al would go out into the crowd, at the concerts, and he'd, dance with the ladies and things like that. It was super duper. One of my favorite things about this song, though, is I'm pretty sure it has one of the only Weird Al masturbation jokes in it.
The self-service pumps.
Which takes you that takes you a minute because you don't expect that from Weird Al,
Yeah, did Weird Al just throw some innuendo in there? Is that what just happened?
I think he did. And then, then you think about if you like fast forward, nearly 20 years to Poodle Hat with "I Want to Be Your Lover," that whole song is innuendo. But like at the time, One More Minute, I'm stranded all alone in the gas station of love, and I have to use the self-service pumps. Like, the self-service pumps. Okay, got it. Check mark. Weird Al. That's hilarious.
Can't you see what I'm trying to say to you, darling?
Rather have my blood sucked out by leeches.
He's such a great chameleon musically. He just gets every style and can mimic any style perfectly. And like I said, lyrically, it's just so clever. And as a writer, I just really respond to that. And just the thought of jumping naked into a pool of double-edged razor blades, and 100,000 paper cuts on my face, and the very creative Grand Central Station clean all the bathrooms.
I'd rather clean all the bathrooms in Grand Central Station with my tongue.
Yeah, those are pretty horrible, and so I guess he channeled a breakup rather productively.
I would say so. I would absolutely say so. I feel like, if you're going to break up with somebody, channel it in this way. Because what I like about this, and this is not Weird Al being, he's not even might be kind of seeming bitter. It's, he's not being mean to her at all. He's like, no, I would just rather do virtually anything else.
Yeah.
He's not saying that there's anything wrong with her. He's not saying, oh, like you're fat, you're ugly, like you're stupid, or this, that, and the other. No, I would just literally rather do anything else than be with you.
Yeah.
And so the fact that he's describing how bad these other things are versus like, I would rather, dive into a swimming pool filled with double-edged razor blades than spend one more minute with you. Like, okay, that's his opinion though. Like, he's not like saying like, oh, it's because you have that arm growing out of your head or like anything weird like that. But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
he's not knocking her.
Right. And I love the, he kind of stays stylistically in keeping with the style of the music with when he talks about burning down the malt shop where they used to go. It's just like right off the bat when you hear it start, you're like, okay, this is a song, okay, and it's in this style. And what did he just say? And it just from there, it just gets bigger and bigger. He just goes bigger throughout the song.
Yeah, so I pulled your name out of my Rolodex, and like nobody's gonna get that line now either.
That's where you keep your girlfriend's phone number in your Rolodex.
My Rolodex. Oh my god. That's too funny. Oh my gosh. Well, we hit your number one. We got through all the tracks on Dare to Be Stupid.
We did.
We did it.
What do we get for this accomplishment?
What do we get for this accomplishment? Well, we get to have had a wonderful conversation, enjoyed some lovely libations together. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably about it. Maybe the adoration of some listeners, God willing.
Oh, wow. I've never had adoration from listeners before.
Well, who knows? You're on the Beard Owl podcast now, and Weird Al said, love your podcast. So this is a Weird Al endorsed podcast.
Well, there's no higher endorsement than that.
No, there really isn't, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure we've peaked. So
did you print that out and frame it? Is that on your wall?
I have the poster. I have the autographed poster that I have to get a frame for. Okay. So that is in process. That is happening, and it's going to go on the wall. It's not behind me, but I'm looking at it. That where I have my other 2 Weird Al autographs and my other Weird Al concert tour poster and all my VIP badges and my medal from winning Weird Al Jeopardy, all hanging on the wall. So it's all going to be there, but I just have to. I got to get a good frame for it, and very kind friend of mine said, that's a very special autograph. Make sure you get like UV treated glass so nothing happens to what's behind it. I'm like, good point. Good point.
Spring for the fancy matting around it and all that stuff.
I might have to do something. Because that might be one of my most prized possessions. My mom, after we went to the VIP show, and I'm sure I've said this before on the show, but she was like, I can ship the stuff down to you. And I was like, well, you can ship some other stuff down to me, but this Weird Al poster is not leaving my possession. I'm going to roll it up, be very careful with it, and carry it on 2 flights and through 3 airports. Thank you, because this is not leaving my possession. I will not trust this to the United Parcel Service, the United States Postal Service, or Federal Express. This is going Lauren mail.
You're not putting it underneath with all the luggage or any of that stuff. That would be it's not safe. You got to keep it safe.
I held on to it. It did not leave my physical contact the entire trip.
I understand. I can dig that. I have to admit, I've only gotten to see Weird Al once in concert. It was on the Running with Scissors tour.
Good tour.
And I saw him in Sunrise, Florida, the Sunrise Musical Theater. It's kind of I think it holds about 5,000. It's just a nice little intimate theater. And they sold it to a church and it became a giant church. But it was a great little venue. And I got I think it was in the 5th or 6th row. And so I got, right up close, got to see all, the foam and all the different, special effects and everything. And
nice.
It was, and you're close enough to the monitors. You get to see the little in between pieces from UHF and stuff while he's doing a costume change and that kind of thing. It was really great time, but I think definitely gonna have to check this tour out.
Yeah, you absolutely should. I can
Wow, bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a sneeze that came out of nowhere.
Are we editing that out, or is that going to stay in?
No, we're probably going to keep that sneeze in.
Okay.
Because why not? It happened. Another one's going to happen. No.
Whoa. And
There we
almost,
go.
it was like a sneaky second one. It was like, here it is. No, I'm not going to do it, but yeah.
No. Yeah. But anyway, so Michael, here again at the end, plug your stuff. Make sure people know where to find you.
All right. Well, you can find me at michaelsrecordcollection.com. It's got everything. It'll take you to the newsletter. It'll take you to the video channel. You can listen to all the podcasts there. You can follow me on Twitter at Mike's Records, because Twitter doesn't give me enough letters to say Michael's Record Collection, or even Michael's Records. I think it cut me off at like Michael's Record.
Oh, but you have more than one.
I do have more than one record. So it's at Mike's Records on Twitter, and it's Michael's Record Collection on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Awesome. Oh, these sneezes. Nope. That one didn't happen. Whew.
Nice.
I don't know what this is. No, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But anyway, Michael, thank you for being here to talk about Dare to Be Stupid with me. Nope. The sneeze still isn't going to happen. Oh my gosh. Saga, this is the people. People, listen. Will the sneeze happen? Will it won't happen? Tune in next week. No.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
Thank you so much for having me, Lauren. This has been great. I've enjoyed chatting with you about Dare to Be Stupid, and I think maybe we might have to do this again sometime.
Woo!
Bless you.
Yes, we should. Oh, okay. That was a good sneeze. I'm going to leave it at, okay, people, you heard me sneeze. I feel like that was the sneeze that brought this all to fruition. So with that, thank you, Michael, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Beard Owl Podcast. And I am going to hit our outro theme music right now. And, just talk a little bit over the end of it, because why not? It goes on for a little bit. So, Michael, say goodbye.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, and always dare to be stupid.
I love that.
Sorry, we got a one. We got a pencil again.